Oh, good day, everyone. So now we're here in Lake Bonita, north, but near the Nappers Bridge at the moment. And today we're going to be fishing for carp on the light line. So now it's a light line competition now, and it started now, but until about 6 o'clock. So I have managed to find the entrance to find right down here, and there is my vehicle here, and so that makes it a lot easier to work to do some fishing. So but for now there's a bit of mess up there but at the moment, but I'm going to clear some up a bit later after I got my line set in. So first I gotta get started, then go from there. Alright, so now this is actually my rod holder line, what a lot of carp anglers were using. And so, but for now I'm baiting up. I'm thinking about putting a bow on to see what will happen. So what the bow will do is going to float up to the top until there is a line tension there. Not so it's too tight, but to get the bait off the bottom. But I've only put a couple of tiger worms on, as you can see, just to get them interested, hopefully. So now, but I got them as a kit, so especially from eBay, which is the rod holders there, and I got this from Temu, which is different. And yeah, and I'm really glad to have one of a set. It'll be a great thing for my collection. So now I'm going to put these back in. Put your loop back out. That almost starting to slide out. No. Whoops. I stopped that one up. I'm using that little stick there, but which does the job, but not too thick or big, because otherwise it won't be good for the fish. Whoops. And so that will be enough to hold them, but I might as well try another one.
If I can.
Alright, now we go. Push that one through again. Ah, there we go again.
Now we're back into the business.
Alright, so hopefully this will do the job there. So, well, first thing we will find out if that will work. Otherwise, we can just use bait as normal. And save these for next time. Put them back now. Alright, here we go. Just want to test this one out. Now that's how it will work. it just floats up there. So I'm not sure if you guys can see that clearly, so but it's worth a go anyway. Right, now I'm going to put that over there. Well, that will do it. It's only for a start. I'm going to put that in the holder there. Alright, we're going to put that on there for better sensitivity. We need to keep our lines as tight as possible so we can feel the bite. So we can tell if fish is biting, so excuse me, just gotta wind that one in. So now we can turn that on. There we go. If that's alarming the volume, I've already got it setting, so I can hear that clearly. And that is very sensitive, so that's the beauty with this line tension there. I mean, yeah, there's some sort of a weight that helps to keep a line as tight as possible, or for this thing to get a better sensitivity, so. And hopefully it'll keep a line nice and tight without going too slacky. Well, too much a line slack actually. So that's when this comes in handy. So now what I'm gonna do, get that free spool on, then we're not too close to the snags there, so that free spool should be fine. So I'm gonna do get the second rod out, and then we'll leave that there and see if we can get a bite from there. Alright, now I've got the rods getting ready, and I just heard there is the bite, it could be on the line, so, but it could be just a wave, like from the wind, so, but I might go to cast this somewhere near the weeds or those trees there, or even near the Napper's Bridge there. But first of all, I gotta get what size hook that I need, and then I'll get baiting up. Well, it looks like something's on the line there. Alright, here we go. Got him. Now, gotta be really careful here because there's a rocks that's underneath the surface, so we'll don't want to let him go too far. All we gotta do is just go a little bit easy on him and keep following. And I got the enough of line and tension there, just enough to hold him without him busting off easily. And now fish is going that way, so I'm pulling that way. And that is a good way to fish for the good size or bigger carp on a light line. And now it's going left, so I'm going left, and now I'm bringing him in. So getting his head around is the only way to bring the fish in quicker and easier, and also safer. So with the larger size carps, you never want to mess around with them, especially on the light line. So you got to be really careful and play them right out. Oh, looks like it's got the sinker onto the rock or something. So, but I want to push it. I don't want to push it. And keep playing them out, and whatnot. And slow and steady wins a race. So this is what I'm actually doing. It's slow and steady wins a race, and that is a good sized carp. But I'm not sure if you guys can see that clearly. Oh, it is a real good fun on the light line. Now it's going to the right. Now where is he going now? Right, now it's going that way. Oh, come on, mate. Oh, that was a mirror carp. I thought it was a European carp, but it's a mirror carp. Oh, what a beauty. And I want to back off the drag so I can get to my gaff, if it's in here somewhere. No, I forgot to get the gaff organised. Ah well, we can just take our time from now. So we should have plenty enough of time for there, so okay, keep us nice and steady tension, and again, slow and steady wins a race with this one. So yeah, looks like my plan, how I bait that up, actually pays off. Doesn't want to come in yet. Oh well. Oh, come on. Where is my gaff? Well, I got my hook there, so, but I'm sure I have it in here somewhere. Alright, here it is, my extendable gaff. Here we go. Gotta wind up some line. Alright, we gotta screw that up. Right, here we go. And also take a cover off. So here in Australia, we can't just catch and release them, so it's got to be catch and kill the carp. Otherwise, you can catch and eat the carp, which would have been better. So that way, you can make it more use out of them, rather than just throwing them out and wasting the carp. Okay, so just gotta tire them out a bit more. Since the drag has been backed off a bit, so alright. Gotta put a free spool on just in case if he runs after I hook him, which it did happen. It's still not ready to go. Oh my god. Oh well. Good fun though. Now, hopefully I can just hook him. Alright. Here we go. Ah, come on. Ugh. Man. Right. Now we got him. Safely landed him. Oh god, accidentally tread on my other rod. But that is my bait cast outfit in case if there's any of golden perch or red fins and I can catch them on lures, and I got that. But for now we can't do that. It's got to be a light line only. So what I'm using is 4 pounds. Same thing with a leader. And see, that's FG knot if I got this on the camera. And that actually kind of works out pretty well. For now, gotta put it onto a free spool so I can put it back in this holder. Gotta get rid of those overhanging grasses afterwards. But at least then we got our first carp in. Oh, he's only hooked in about there. Hang on, where the hell that ball gone? It looks like he swallowed it. So, my first yellow floating ball, like rigged up during competition, it's gone. Unless I fillet him. But first gotta take the hook out. God. Ah, get off of there. Ah, alright. Here we go. Now we got him in, safe and sound. And I might well extend the gaffer a bit. To make a job a bit easier. And I might gotta get a quick measure while I'm actually here. So that way we can get a clear picture. And I don't need to wet that because we're going to be keeping them. Okay. gotta get the tail nice and well, where is the fin just stands out without stretching. So here's a moment of truth. And it looks like he is 60, roughly about 66 centimeters. But I guess it'll be a bit heavy, so. But that's the first good sized mirror carp that I've ever caught. So I might get a good picture of that. God. What the hell, man? Okay. So now should be fine. Right, now I got a clear picture. So now I'm going to rebait that up and then deal with this one. Like, yeah, normally you can just fillet them, but since they're quite bloody, like the meat was red, so it might be better to bleed them and put them in ice, and so the meat will gonna taste a bit nicer that way. Right, there's something on the line there again, so now I've got to get ready to pick it up. Right, got him. Gotta keep following where he wants to go. But I don't want to let him go straight into the trees or where any snags are. So I got to control him by keeping a steady drag on and steady line tension on him to try to get the carp's head to come back to me or wherever I want it to go. And if I try to force him, then I'm risking of breaking that light line. So always keeping steady drag and the line tension. Now where do you go now? Oh, I hope he didn't get me wrapped around the snag. Otherwise, if he did, I'm in a big trouble. Oh no. No, 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 no. Alright, now I'm going to have a free spooling. I hope he will find his way out eventually. Otherwise I could put my wages on and then see if I can get him.
No. I'm going to have to find another way to get him. So I'm going to turn this camera off and get you guys there later.
Alright, now here I am with wages. Gotta see if I can find him. And yes, the ground is a bit soft, so and it looks like he has got out, so that's good. Thought I was going to lose him, but I didn't. And it's a new pin carp, so yeah, thank God I didn't lose him. I can walk along here until I get to my rides. And it looks like he's already been tired out, so that should be a good timing to land this fish. Right, now back to my rod holders. And get my gaff. Ooh, starting to pick up wind, but hopefully not for long. Oh, not quite. God, come on. Those scales are like armor, but hopefully this gaff will be plenty sharp enough to get through it, especially the lower side. Whoop. Don't want to let him break off. No, oh no, come on. Wind it in a bit. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. Now we're going. So yeah, the lower part of a fish there, but it's actually easier to hook the gaff, but where the most other part of the carp, it'll be pretty hard to hook it through. Just leaving the rod as is. Oh, bloody fishing line. Some buggers didn't bother to pick them up, so I'm going to pick some rubbish up whenever I can anyway. And now I gotta try to get that hook out of it. Oh, he's hooking quite deep, but it might not be too bad because we gotta keep it anyway. I might need my pliers. Here we go, my mini long nose pliers. That will do. And here we go. Still some worms left. So there we go. Just got to pick that rig up to get out of the way. And here we go. Now it's out of the way. So now we're going to measure it. Ooh. Now let's go and measure it. Do it about here, I guess. And yeah, and he's slightly bigger than my first one that I caught, but that's a pretty good little second one. So now I got European and mirror carp during the competition. It was great. Well, it's quite nice actually. So now I'm going to take a photo of him. Right, here we go. So for now it looks like my yellow bulb bait, whatever that is gone again. So I got an idea he might be sucking it off. But I'm going to be filleting him after. Got to weigh in anyway. Not weigh, you know, weigh in case if you guys thought about the wrong way. So that's a weighing point that we got to meet back up to weigh the fish in, and all the fish that you catched, including the biggest fish. So however, in this competition is going to be the biggest fish on the light line. So that's all that is. So now we're going to rebait that up and deal with this one. Alrighty folks, so now I'm trying something different now. So now I got these bloodworms lifelike on the end there, which always stays on the bottom, but I've still got a few of tiger worms on the hook there, just to make it look bigger and more interesting. So hopefully we might go to get something bigger from there. Otherwise I got my second ride here, but just like the way I did before. So basically just the yellow floaty ball, or whatever that's called, and tiger worms. But this is certainly just for a bit of experiment, just to see how that goes from there. And I suppose then I can cast it out that way. So, but don't want it too far out or close to the snag. So which is kind of the reason why I'm using a lighter sinker, but very light sinker. Alright. And don't worry about the alarm, because I might be just tightening it up. And put this thing on. And that will keep the line as tight as possible, so. And you want it nice and tight anyway, because carp can somehow suck worms off the hook without you knowing at time to time. And that is why this is an excellent idea to have for better sensitivity and better knowing of what it is. And same thing with alarm, and that tells you if something was biting or on the line, and then you will not going to miss the bite. So now I'm going to rig that one up. We'll bait that up, the same thing as I did before, but not this one like I did at the first time. Looks like I got a bit of tangle here. Just give me 1 sec or two. Alright, here we go. Now we're back into business. And it's still in a good nick, so I might as well turn the camera off and get that baiting up. Alright, looks like we got a bite on this one. Not that one, the other side. So which means there's something might be on it, and that's why I'm trying to clear all that up. And it looks like the line is going a bit slack. So we're going to leave that for a little bit longer, but here it is. We'll give a bit of time so we can clear all that grass up out of the way. And I got a manage here that's been used in the British Army, and that's a really good manage. So I've already been sharpening it up so I can clear up all the grass a lot better. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this one and this one. And I might get rid of that one as well. Okay, that should be good. So now we're going to leave it as is. I'll put my manage away in that holder, but this is canvas with a sharpener. So it goes back in there with my tackle bag, so that way I won't lose it. And I've been using that one to cap the fish out too, just enough to bleed them. And I'm very surprised that all of a sudden there is not much away in bite. I might go bring that one in and see what happens from there. Alright, there. Put that up. So now we can have a look if that is the fish. Yeah, it's slowly going down. So it looks like it. There is something on there. I might go to check that rod. And now it's coming back up a bit. So that is some sort of strange. Take that one off. And then check this one. Steady reel it in. Yeah, there's nothing. Nah, they took it off. Just took it off. Never mind. These worms there should be fine. I got to put another one on. And it's a little bit of a wind, so that one's not too bad. Right, gotta grab this one. So here it is. Now I've got the last one in there. So now I've got to turn this camera off and get that done and give you guys an update later. Alright, there's something on the line already. So now I've got to pick this one up. Got it. Here we go. Now, game on. So we always got to be really careful. Oh no, I don't want to let him go over that line. Alright, it looks like it's okay now. Just gotta back off for drag her. Alright. Right, he's coming. Might as get under that right and the line. Alright, here I go. Looks like we're getting close there anyway. Oh, that must be a bit bigger. Alright. Oh no, not as big as the others, but that will do. Just want to grab the gaff. Is that ready? I might as well just land him in. Oh, come on. Oh no, not quite. Oh, come on. Ugh. All right, now we managed to get the gap through. Put the free spool on while we getting the hook out. Oh, that's alright. Looks like that thing is gone too. Better get that out, because it's getting real annoying. Right, there we go. Yeah, that one's hooked in deeper as well. Better get a long nose pliers. Alright, here we go. Put that next to the tackle. Now we might as well to get a quick measure again, so everyone knows what size it is. Get that gaff out of it. Put that back in. I mean, put it back onto this stand here, so it's ready. Oh, there's the 3 pelicans there. Hey there. You better watch out for that line, like, so you won't get tangled into it. Okay, that should be good. Yep, that's it. Just letting the pelicans know, but that is the best area to go, because if they come really close to that line, like what the line is showing up the water, they're going to get their feet tangled, and then we're going to have all kinds of problems. So now I've got to put that back on the holder. Get ready to look at this this. Oh, get away, ants. Alright. Now there's a moment of truth. And it's nowhere near as big as my first couple, but again, that's still good. So, but at least I've got one that would be the biggest. So now I've got to take a good photo. Alright, now that should be good. Actually, I'm going to put my phone on the top pocket of this wages, so I can get to the phone quicker and easy. Put my whistle. Oh, whistle, yeah. That is a waterproof whistle that I must have during the fishing competition. So, here we go. So now I've got to deal with that one. Well, before I do, I got to do something about that ride there, and then I'll do something with it while we're waiting for another bite. Alrighty, folks. Now trying something new now. I got the plastic corner and corner on that end instead of the ball, just for again the experiment. So that it won't float, but it will stand out like dog balls, because they would love corn. So that's the reason why I'm actually want to try that way and see how I go. Right, but if we can get better luck, or the same luck with that, or otherwise we can do just a normal way like I did before, or leave it just as fresh bait. So now where am I going to cast it to? Actually, I might going to try to cast it over there for a change. You never know, it might be some bigger guys over there. Oh yeah, there's something on the line, but I got to put that holder, I mean the rod here, before I do. And I might sort of leave that on. Right, that should be good. Just wind that in. Alright, put that on. Right, now that should be good. So now I can get to this one. So it looks like the bloodworms certainly pays off. Now here I go. Oh, we lost him. Oh well. But at least they were having a go at that. But I might as well put another bait on with those, and we will see how we go from there. Alright, there's something on the line already, but this one is snagged up because the fish is on there and then it got snagged. So you gotta put a free spool on again and then get to this rod now. Yeah, lost him. Yeah, I'll leave that there and start rebaiting this up and see how we go. Alright, there's something on there already. I got him. Now, it's just been caught with corn though, but with tiger worms. Whoa, looks like this is a real hard one. Better get him in quick. Just before he gets into the snacks. Alright, just until we bring him in closer. And here he is. Nowhere near as big. I'm very surprised. And the good thing is, that corn actually stayed on. So that's good. Just gotta gap a bit. Oh, come on. Alright, there we go. Before those pelicans get them. Right? Gotta get that gap out of it. Alright, here we go. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. It looks like I lost the corn already, but that's alright. I got heaps left anyway. So now I've got to finish off my baiting up, and then we'll deal with this one. Alright, we got a bite on that one. And you can see that's going down and up. So that means there's something on the line. So, and I had to drag on because it was close to the snag. So, and I've been around picking up some rubbish there, try to make a place nice and tidy again. So I might gotta pick this up and then get ready for an action. See if he's still on there. Maybe just a bit longer. Got it. Yes! Finally! I'm now drawing him away from the snags. And it might not be as big, no. But that will be a good one. Hopefully it'll be a good one. Now got all the pelicans surrounding this area. There. and they're not in my way, so they should be fine in that area. So along. Okay, my apology for that one. So I just baited that up, and here's my carp. So the camera actually just turned off for some reason. Like, it could be the battery is overheating or something. And here's a moment of truth. And it's nowhere near as big as what I got before, like the first couple. But again, that does the job. Whoa, there's something on there. What? Got it. Just when I'm in the middle of a talk, and then I got something on the line. Can you believe that? It doesn't feel as big. Could be like the one I got now. So, oh, hang on a sec. It's actually pulling very hard. I wonder if that is a bit bigger. All right. Then now we go. No. Right, go. Ah. Maybe it's better to leave her lines out for next time when I'm in the middle of this. But never mind. It's all part of the fun anyway. Alright. And it's locked in pretty good too. Doesn't the top lip was good. Right. Oh, just to the corner. Ah. Alright. So what I did have on here, it's all tiger worms, like 3 on the hook and 3 on the end of a loop there. And seems like it has paid off. Now we might as well to measure this one as well. Let's do 2 together, though we can compare it. Alright, here's the moment of truth. And it's slightly smaller than the other one, so I might get a good photo of that. It's funny, like, well, I'm in the middle of talking with that fish, and then something on that ride. So here we go. There. Now that will do. So yeah, as I've already talked about it before, the camera has turned off for some reason because the camera is overheating, but I've already got that carp. So yeah, it's not much that I can say now, so I might as well turn the camera off and deal with those two. Well, looks like something's on here. Got him. Right. Good timing. And I was about to pack up, but then I got one more coming. Oh god, looks like that one's quite big, so got to be really careful. Oh no, don't get it wrapped around his feet. Alright, almost lost him. Straight towards the snags. Alright, just do our little ones. Whoa, it's going that way. Oh my god. Oh, come on, mate. It might be a bit bigger. Who knows? That I'm not sure. But it looks bigger than my last couple. But might not be as big as my first couple. Alright. Alright. Might back off a little bit. So I won't lose it. Oh well, put it back on. Alright, now we can land this hopefully. Oh god, no. Come on, I haven't got all day. I need to get to weigh-in by 5 o'clock. Yeah, I thought it was 6 o'clock, but now it's 5. So, now I've got to get him. Here we go. Got him. Right, got him. Right, here we go. Bring him up a bit further. Oh, he shook off. Ah well, good timing anyway. Put it on to free spool. Put it with my gears. Yeah, certainly looks bigger. He's only hooked on the bottom of the corner of the jaw. Wow, that's really cool. I'm not sure if I can get the hook out that way with my finger. Otherwise I have to get my pliers. Alright, that's not too bad. So now, here it is, my last carp caught. But first of all, I got to pack all that stuff away, including the rubbish I found. But I might go to put it into a public bin, so where it can be dumped. And so I got to do something about that one at first. Better pick up that line, put it in my tackle bag for now. We can do a quick moment of truth here while we're here. And yep, that's pretty good size and is pretty close, but it's pretty heavy. So I'm going to get my phone here. Here we go. So now we're going to get a good picture. Alright, here we go. And the current time is 4:39. So I really need to start being there in time. And I got to deal with that one, pack all that stuff up quickly, and then leave. And what a good day and of challenge of light line. And anyway, here's those pelicans there, clean one there, and there's my ride holders there that I can pack up. And these legs are just folds down, so I can just chuck them in the vehicle, then just get going. And it also extends very short term too. Right, here's one. I think that one might not be too bad. And now I can leave that one there and keep a finger on there till it goes off, and that's how you turn these off. Alright, now they're off, and here we go, nicely packed up. But I won't have time to strip it down, so just gotta get going. And there's my carp here, and nice Napa's bridge there. And so anyway, that's all for now, folks. And so if you do like this video, just at least give a good thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video.